usually don't have it right on me at the beginning. And we're going to go here. Oh. Forgot something. Okay. We're all here, right? Are you all back now? So today, we just did a video, but in this video, we're going to put together this card. It's an easel card, and it has a little light inside for the fire. And I just love watching it. Like, it seems weird, and I feel weird just sitting there watching this. I just like it. It makes me feel better. So I'm going to make a bigger one. So I thought I needed a bigger light, so I've ordered them from Amazon. So I'm going to make this bigger. I don't know when, but I'm going to make it bigger to have just as a decoration, not just a card, because I love it with the names on it. So I'm going to show you how you can add more stockings, take stockings away. You can do as many as you want. I'm going to show you how to change the names on the stockings, because I'm sure you don't want them to say my name. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. This card is not hard to make. Please make sure you know that. So if you've missed the last video, we just put this together, started coloring. We didn't have a lot of time to color because we wanted to get to this video. So I made this so the Kleenexes don't fall out. It was a lot of fun. So somebody's asking to play the song because they miss it.
You are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
There you go. And I can turn my light back on now. Okay, let's go to this. I don't have this card open. Whoops, wrong one. In Design Space, I'm going to show you how to find these projects. You go to supporter projects at melodylaneinspired.com and you get access to all my projects with only a $2 thing at pledge at patreon.com/melodylane. Only $2. Okay, so this will usually tell you you can't just open this, you have to have a code, the password, and that will change tomorrow because it always changes around the 5th of the month. To find the fireplace card, you can just click here and hit fire. It's also under easel cards. It's also, you can find by theme by Christmas and new, because it's new right now. It will come off the new one in about a month. After Christmas, we'll probably take off all the Christmas ones. And we can click here to open it. And click the open button. It will bring it up over here. Let me maximize this. And turn that off. We're going to customize. So I have this in black. I cut it out of black craft board because I really like it in black. I originally cut it in white.
You are watching Melody.
Sorry. Okay, so this card, if you were to look really close, I glued this onto white cardstock and everything, and I ripped it off. I cut it off. I ripped it off one time because I put this fireplace part on upside down. This card has been through everything. This card is not one I would give to anybody. There's the back of the card, although I have created a piece that covers all this up. So it doesn't look that bad, and I've recreated things and done all that. So this card is kind of thicker than it's wonky and it's not perfect. We're going to try to get the one we're doing today a little bit better. This one has been through a lot because I kept changing my mind. I even took pictures of it and changed my mind totally on it. And then I took pictures after I loved it. And then I thought, oh my gosh, the stockings need names. So then I had to redo those and take more pictures. So that's that. Let's get back over to Design Space so I can show you this. So this piece is the one that goes on the very back. This piece, I have these all grouped together. Okay, let me go here. I cut this piece here out of wood grain leather. Cricut no longer carries the wood grain leather, but I have a lot of it, so I used it. You could also, if you want the wood look, you could also use the Cricut veneer. You could also just use cardstock. You could probably find a pattern to draw on it that looks like wood, or you could use an embossing folder that looks like wood, but to be honest, you really don't see much of it. So paper will be just fine. And then here are the stockings. If you need more stockings, let me show you how these work. These are all stuck to this. You could duplicate all of these and cut more out and then just cut them off the string here. And then you can lay the stockings however you want hanging from the fireplace. Because you don't really need this, I don't know, I'm going to call it a string. Whatever they're hanging on, you can just put, you know, like them sticking up here. You don't have to use that. So if you need more than this, then I would definitely just make them and then just cut them apart and put them how you want. Now, I added the names extra. So these names will fit when they're on the top, will fit right in there. So those, I cut out extra. I used an extra fine point pen and it worked wonderfully. And then I glued these on top of that. So if you need more stockings, you duplicate that and then duplicate this. The Cricut draws these bricks on here. This piece has the fire cut out. This, I used printable vellum and used the Cricut pen to draw the fireplace on there. And I'll be showing you how to put that together. Because this actually goes in front of this, but then this goes on that. And I think I figured out a better way to do it than when I did it. Hopefully I remember that when we get there. Oh, and if you want to change the names, these are attached. So just click down here where it says detach. And now the names are separate. And then you can double click them. It's just the free font. I didn't change the font or change these in any way. So then you can change the name. If you need a long name, so Jamie is a longer name than Alex. Not much. Let me zoom in. It's so small. Oh, wow. That zoomed in like right where I needed it. Oh, but then that happened. There we go. Well, it almost fits. Let's say it was bigger now. You can unlock this, click that, and just kind of try to fit the name in there so it's all on there. And then it changes the point of pen. So I put it back to extra fine and I had it on red, I think. But then you have to select that and attach. And it attaches to all three because they're all attached. So you'd have to go back and do these two. You can always send this to the back by clicking arrange to the back. And then that will be on the back so you can attach the other names. yes, if I'm going too fast or you missed any of this, you can always rewatch these videos again. Pause the video. The best way to learn is to watch a little bit when you're watching a replay. Pause the video when I show you something, then you go do it in Design Space. If you can't get it, if you missed something or something disappeared, you don't know what happened, go back to the video, rewind it a little. You can move the bar over just a little to see a little bit more or what you have seen and watch it again. And then once you got it, hit play again and watch a little more. That's the best way to learn because in these videos you learn so much, you can't possibly remember it all. Okay, I think that's all I need to show you. This, let's ungroup this. These little berries, okay, I did not use these. These are tiny. These are very tiny, but I put them there. I had originally thought, well, I could cut them out of vinyl, and vinyl they would cut well. Out of paper, these small ones did not cut well. So it draws the berries with a red pen. What I did is I colored them in, and I didn't need to color them in because then I covered them with glitter glue. And I'll show you because we'll do it. I'll even color them in for you on this video. So I used this. You can use Stickles. It's red. This is Nuvo glitter drops. And I like it. You can see the berries. They kind of stick out. It's just doing little tiny drops. And I think that's it. And then this we have to pop up. So this holds it back. And this has score lines in it, but you can't see them. But if you change the color, you can. So it has the score lines you need. All right, let's get started. We don't even have this here. I have not changed this since our last video. Oh, we're gonna need this. Here's another hint that I did. So my red pieces I cut last on purpose to leave these on. Now when I cut this out, I cut out 2 projects. So I had another square here and I had the other ones here because I've already put one together. So I just cut out 2 at a time. But I didn't use any of the dots of the berries. See what I mean with the berries? Like I don't even care to mess with those one bit. And then I have the names here. I turned this around and then cut out the names and I didn't want to lose them. So I left them on the mat. So when we get to those, okay. This is for the back. Let me go ahead and color the berries in. This isn't the right pen. Oh, these are both extra fine. Maybe I use this one? Yeah. Now, because it's on green paper, it's not quite as red. And so I think that's why I went over it with the glitter. But I don't want to do that yet because those take a while to dry and we'll smash it and get the glitter all over. But there is what that looks like. I just colored in the berries. It's nothing special, but it's better than nothing. And it's much easier than putting paper on there. Can you use acetate instead of the vellum? I don't know. I don't know if you can draw on acetate or if you can color on, I think you can color. I don't know if the Cricut pens will draw. Just try it. If it does, you can, but I don't know how it will look if you can see the candle through it then too much. I don't know. My guess is to try it. Okay. This we'll do last. We're going to do those last. This is the mantle. See how it's a wood grain? but you honestly don't see it. So here's my vellum. I had trouble cutting the vellum, but we're not going to see this in the video, or we'll see it in the video. We're not going to see it in the cards. And this, I have found out, we're going to put this on here first. And this, hold on, let me think. Yeah, that's right. I think. One way I had to do this to make sure this was in the right spot was to put the light on behind it. So I could see what I could see behind it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is glue this piece onto here. So we're going to glue this black piece, the square that's cut out, on top of here in the perfect spot. Then we're going to turn this over and we're going to color this. Okay? So that's what we're doing first. And I have two different colors of, whoops, I didn't glue. See, do what I say, not what I do. I'm just going to go ahead. Put a little glue where those go in. Kobe's really snoring. We want to make sure that lines up well. And make sure this is going to line up with that too. Like, and what I mean by that is, I mean, just not the opposite way. Just make sure it's going to be the exact same, you know, and it is. So I'm not worried about the edges at all. Only about it in here. Okay, so we're going to color this. I have two different colors of brown. And I'm just going to start coloring the logs. And I'm not too worried about staying in the lines. I might even draw a little extra. And you definitely don't have to stay in the lines on the outside, because this is the front and you can't see anything beyond the outside. So you want to make sure you do go over the lines a little bit. Make sure nothing shows through. I put a link for a printable vellum in the description. This printable vellum I got from Hobby Lobby years and years and years ago. I just found it in my stash. Like, I knew I had some somewhere and I found it. You gotta remember, I can go over the edges. I can go over the pieces I've already colored a little bit. I can use the wide side of the marker. Just make sure there's no white pieces. Okay. So then there it is from the front. Now we're gonna do the fire. I'm gonna put yellow in the center. And I'm gonna make sure I do go outside the lines on these center pieces, just because I wanna blend it in with the orange a little bit. Because alcohol markers do blend a little. Although, you know, you can use Sharpies or whatever you want, really. And I don't have to worry about staying in the lines because the paper does it for me. I think I'm going to use the wide side. Not only is it faster, but it'll show less streaking. I could even add a little orange down here. It might give just a little orange tinge or just a little shading different. I'm going to go back to the yellow and blend in a little bit with the orange around where the yellow is. See how it doesn't look just solid one color? Yes, they are alcohol markers by Arteza. There's a link to the printable vellum from Amazon in the description of the video. You don't see a link? They're supposed to be there. Let me see. Okay, is the link there? I don't see it either. I will add it there right now. You can, let me take you over here. So you can go to what's happening on melodylaneinspired.com. Oh, you guys, wait, the giveaway. I forgot to tell you about the giveaway. You have a chance to win this. Make sure you watch Saturday's video, Saturday Design Space class. There's going to be 2 winners winning this entire package. We're going to click on this to get the supplies. And I'm going to add them to the video. Always makes so much space in here. It makes a space between each line. Let me fix that. Okay, I saved it. If you refresh, you can get it, but I'm going to share the link with you here. Earlier they had the 96 set for the Amazon link of the markers. Let me share that too. So if you're in the chat on YouTube, if you're in the chat on Facebook, they're not going to be showing. These are affiliate links. Here is a link for the tea light candle. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. So sorry, my assistant said she was going to put the links in there and she must not have. Okay. Now let's fold this. So this has score lines, 2 score lines, one here and one here. You see them? We use the double score line or the double score wheel with craft board. I'm just going to use this. Yeah, I did that right. For a second I thought I did this wrong. And they both get folded the same way. Usually when you have score lines, they get folded opposite ways. But this one is going to be folded like this. I'll make sure we crease that down. And crease this one down. So that's how that's going to sit. Then this is going to go behind it, but you really need the light on so you can see if there's anything. Let me put it off. Wait. To show you. Okay, do you see this piece? There's a piece right around here. Now look, see how that black piece is there? That means that's going to show. It's going to be a shadow in here because it's not set right. But we don't need to put this on yet. We're going to color this now. Now you don't have to color this. I had the Cricut draw this with, I think it was this pen. It's weird. It's called powder blue, but it's in the gray, and it drew that. So that's the color it drew. So we're going to color this before we go any further. Set this over here. Now I have some gray markers, and I used cloud gray to cover in the grout, and I used sea salt gray to color the bricks just a little bit. I lost my color. Here it is. So if you can see on here, let me show you from the other camera. You can see better. Can you see how the bricks are all not completely gray or completely white? I just put a little shading in there with that other marker, and you don't have to have any talent whatsoever. None. You don't have to know how to color. You don't have to know how to stay in the lines. You really don't need any talent to color this. So let me show you how to do that before we put it together. Okay. So the one I did the grout was the cloudy gray. And all I really did on this is just follow the grout lines. If you mess up, the grout lines are not perfect at all. They're not meant to be perfect. The drawing, actually, it makes it more perfect when we do this. But it's not perfect at all, the part that they do. So you're not going to mess anything up. And over here to the side, it doesn't even have like the finished pieces, but I go ahead and just add the grout there. And this part is not something you have to do. I just think it makes it look more realistic. Thank you for subscribing. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It's completely free to subscribe. And I can't watch the chat a whole lot. Jesse, I shared the link straight to the vellum. Yeah, and you guys, you can cut this out on red paper if you want red bricks. You don't have to use white. You can use any color you want. Let me get you a link to the vellum. That was Alex calling. Alex, if you're watching and you're calling on purpose, call again and I'll answer. There's a link to the vellum. Alex is in Tennessee right now. Okay. Pretty much done with this part. Okay. It's Alex again. Hello? I'm in video, yeah. Wait, you're not on speaker. Let me put you on speaker. Okay, now you're on speaker.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I did the ski lift up to the Sky Bridge in Gatlinburg.
Yeah?
I got not even halfway out the bridge, and I couldn't do it.
Yay.
It was too much. I couldn't do it. It was swaying so much. There were so many people on it, jumping on it and trying to make it sway, and it was swaying a good foot.
Is that the biggest bridge in the world?
No, it's the biggest one. It's the biggest suspension bridge in the U.S.
Oh, the biggest in the U.S. Okay.
And it's
You're afraid of heights.
I'm terrified of heights. And I was holding my camera and I was doing a 360 video and I was walking out and I looked up at the camera and I said, I can't do this. And I had to shut it off and go back. And then I was like, maybe if I go back out there with putting the camera away, so I'm focused, when we were at the Grand Canyon, I was like, I can't do this. I can't go to the edge while I'm looking in the camera and walking. So I put the camera away and I was holding on to it. I was I'm still moving so much, and people are jumping and moving, and the sides is just wire, and then it's a wood bottom. And I'm sure there's stuff underneath the wood, but when you hear the creaking of the wood and you're swaying a bunch and your hands are sweating because you're terrified of heights, I just can't do it.
Okay. Well,
No.
will you have a video on something about that so they can go watch it on your channel?
I will. It won't be on there yet.
Right.
I mean, my phone has no storage and it's all on my 360 camera.
Okay.
But yes, there will be.
All right.
But I'll go so you can finish whatever you're doing. So.
Okay. See you later.
Bye, everybody. Toodles.
Bye. Okay. That was my son, Alex. He has a channel, Beard Adventures. He's usually with me doing this. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm using this marker, sea salt gray, and I'm kind of just coloring in edges like this. I might do that edge and this edge. I might just draw a line in there. I'm just pretty much randomly doing it because bricks are not all the same. They have texture. So I am just adding random color. I don't think there's a way to mess it up. Even if you colored in the whole thing this color, I think it would be fine. Some of them I'm just putting a line at the top and the bottom, just opposite corners or the same corner, or all corners, just randomly. You don't have to stay in the lines. You don't have to color well. And it just is amazing the difference that it does. Because unless your fireplace is tiles, it would have texture. And your fireplace might be tiled. Okay. Wait, a little more over here. I missed some. Okay. Can you see how it's not like nothing is the same? It's just a little randomness. Okay. I'm thinking, because when I put this on, I didn't have this even because I didn't know where to do this. So this is why we did it in this order. And now we're going to glue this on here, but we need the light behind it so I know that it's all even. I had it way off. Because I didn't do it that way on my first one. I put this on here and then put it on here, and I had to have it off center, and I actually had to cut off some of this black piece, and it is actually off center, even though you can't tell. But so that's when I thought, oh, wait a minute, I need to do this first. So we could have glued this down before coloring this, but in my head, I'm trying to do so much at once in the video live, I forgot exactly which order I was planning on doing that. It's not like I made this a long time ago. I did it, I finished it this morning. I did some of it last night. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Here's the back of it. So you can see all that glue on the vellum. So we're just gonna put glue around here. And then I want this light on so I can see where this goes. We're going to try to line this up. Now you could probably put your cell phone light. Let me see if I can do that. A flashlight. Where's the light? So you can see better. Hey, wait a minute. I didn't stick you on yet, did I? I think that's good. But I did not, let me get this out of your way. I did not put glue on this little piece, and I should, to have that glued down. Just a little speck of glue. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Yeah, for a second I thought I glued it on wrong. Now, Yeah, I think I got it right. I'm gonna put this underneath it. You guys can't see it well, but I can see it. It looks like, though, that I didn't get this on perfectly. So there's still some of this here, and I can see some of this right there. See that whiteness there? I must have made it a little lower. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color some of this. That's why I said you can always color outside the lines. And the orange, I'll just use yellow up here. So this is the back. Oh, another thing. Don't glue up here. Sorry. Now I have glue there. And that will probably show. So when you put the glue on, do not put the glue on this piece. You put the glue on this piece on the front. Okay? So this, right now it does not look nice, but it will once we get this on it. So then we're going to put this over that, but first I'm going to decorate this so I can put it all on at once. Well, mostly at once. I'm going to put the green on last. Okay. So I'm going to put this about here. We're going to lay things on just to see. When this is closed and folded, this is what it looks like. So you can put the greenery above the actual fireplace. It can go above that, but you don't want it too high to go above this area. So we're actually not going to put that on until the end. But I'm going to go ahead and put the fireplace on. Oh, I do have a glue eraser too. It's right here. So I don't know if there's any right place for this. I just kind of put it there. I think that will work. Here's a glue eraser. Oh, it's dry and clear. It's fine. They won't see that part of the card unless they turn it around. Oh, you know what? I cover that up anyway. It's all good. Oh, and I see what I did. I didn't have this on quite even, but that's okay. Okay, let's do the stockings. This is before I changed my blade. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Now, we have the rest of the stockings on here. I'm going to go ahead and take this piece off. That will go there. And make sure I have these stockings right. Yeah, they're right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add glue to the little white lines here. And then pick these off the mat one at a time and stick them right on. And this is where I could use my little tool. But I'm stubborn. There we go. And I'm getting glue on me. See, that one went on perfect. That one's good. Okay. Unpick these off, put glue on the underside. How do these go? I like to use glue so I can move it around a little bit once I got it on there. He's really snoring. Which cardstock is the greenery? It's Cricut cardstock. I'm not sure the actual name. And I used a dark green pen on the greenery. It's not the darkest green paper. It's more, has a little more yellowish in it. It's not like green, and it's not the darkest. Okay, now, oh, we got to put the names on it. Then I'll show you, we can cut them apart if we want to. Okay, now I'm done with this. I am not using the little berries. Okay, now you could cut out as many of these as you need. You could cut these. Do you want me to show you? Say, type in cut if you want me to cut them apart. Or say no, I guess. Oh, I might as well cut them apart. It doesn't matter. So to cut these apart, because you could put many more than just 3. There goes my glue on the floor. Oh no, it wasn't my glue. Yay. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is amazing. Because I was just sitting here thinking I lost my glitter glue that I was going to use for the berries. I don't know where it's at. I looked around for a little bit and okay, guess what happened? It just fell on the floor. It's like it's jumped out to tell me where it was. So now I can just lean over and grab it. I got more no's than I got cuts. And these are going different ways, but you can change them up to go the same way. Like you could, you'd have to flip it over in Design Space. So you'd have to just make extras if you want them to go the same way. So if you have them on the string, you just put glue on the string and then glue that down. But because I cut them apart, I'm just going to do this. But I wanted to show you in case you wanted to make a lot more, you would have to cut them apart. These are not going to be even now. Totally have room for another one right here. Don't have one made. Okay, so now this I'm going to wait to put on until I have it on this whole sheet. So now all we have to do is put this on and we can make it even. It'll lay down. Okay. Now remember, we're not putting glue at the top. We learn from our mistakes. Oh no, I lost Alex's stocking. So we're putting glue on here, and these edges should match up. Oh, at the bottom too. And I did use black cardstock. You can see on this one, on this piece, I only used black paper because I cut that out later. Okay, so the reason I waited on this is because I kind of want to lay this down to make sure it's still on the card. To make sure it doesn't go off the black area. And I'm just going to put a line down the center of glue. I'll lay this down. Put this up here a little bit. So we can see a little bit more of the mantle on this one. Oh, and now this, we need pop dots, but I'm going to glue the white paper to the red paper with the greeting on it. Kobe snore sounds like he's laughing. So then I'm using these pop circles. You can use anything. You want to pop it up though, because that will help it go on here. And I like these because there's no waste at all. I just cut them. Cut the extra. Oh, here's, you guys. All right, I'm going to stay on track. Hold on, I'll tell you guys in a minute. I found my Easter eggs from my last project. I'm just going to stick this on here. And we take the paper off here. You can put more on here. And then this goes down here and will help this part of the card stand up. Now we can't move this once we got it on, so I'm going to try to eyeball it before I get it down. Okay. Now we're all done except for the berries. And I have that right down here on the floor. So I'm using these Nouveau glitter drops. You can use stickles. You don't have to do this. Okay, I lost the lid to the glue. There it is. Okay, is that it? Wait, I'm going to show you. Look at, I found my Easter egg. That's what came out of the lid here. Isn't that perfect for an Easter egg? Wouldn't that be fun to color? If you saw my last video. Okay, so now this lip will help this stand up. And that's what it looks like when you put it in an envelope, and it's just an A2 size card. I'm going to come over here so you guys can see it better. Oh, tiny rhinestones would work great too. Yes, I have those too. And those are not dry at the top. They will dry and be more glittery like the other one. Let me turn the light out. Isn't that cool? Like, I just want to sit and look at this. I don't have a fireplace. I could just totally have this for a fireplace sitting on my desk. And it's fun to make. I love it. Somebody had showed me a picture of something like that. It was very similar, but it used vellum, but it was just all vellum where the fireplace was. And I'm like, the inside of a fireplace isn't white or gray like that vellum looks. So then I thought, I want to put black on it. So I colored it black. It didn't look good at all. It looked horrible. So I'm like, I'm just going to use black paper. We can have the Cricut do anything we want it to do. So it just makes it so easy. We don't have to be good colorers to make something like this that makes you look talented even if you're not. It's so easy. D. Greenwald, what are you asking about my penguin banner? There is a video on the penguin banner. That's in my project files. Oh, it would be cute if you made them the size of Melody's penguins. Made what? I'm reading your chat. Charlie Park has about 20 for everyone. You could hang more like in between them. You could hang them down the fireplace. And you can make a bigger one too. All right, so who's going to try this? Who's going to try to cut it out? Oh, Ann Snell just said the TP card would look good with holes instead of ornaments with the light inside. Yeah, so here's the TP card. Did I glue this one? Oh no, this is Velcroed. So this is the card we use the same Velcro on. So you can fold it flat and mail it. So she's saying instead of ornaments, put holes in it and put a little light inside that. That would be pretty. And remember, Tuesday at noon, we're going to be making this card. Isn't that fun? Love it. And then next Thursday, we'll be making these ornaments. This one has holes. You can put aromatherapy in it. They all have closable and openable and closable and openable tops on them. I added this. Some of these I made before. I added the little part that gets folded in to make it easier. Yeah, you guys are all making them. Yeah, you just need the vellum. And I think I'm going to try, I got to see what, if I have if I have green party foil. At my all-day crop, one of the girls cut the tree out of party foil. So many people are asking what to do with party foil. Well, this is a thick card when it's closed. But with the party foil, it wasn't. And everyone's asking what to do with party foil, and we have holographic party foil. So I'm going to try the tree with party foil if I have green. I'm not sure I have it. I don't know if I have green. If I have green, we're going to try it with party foil. The markers were on Amazon this morning. Let me see if they're there. Well, heck, what did that link take me to? That's not the link. That is not the link to, what was I just searching for? The markers. I don't know where that link came from. Let me search them again. Maybe that link's changed because they're not there anymore. I see the set of 12. I'll share that link. They do have a set of 12, which has a variety, 12 colors, but it actually looks like a nice little set. Oh yeah, you could make a different color tree. I wouldn't have to have green, would I? We know I have pink because I just got the mystery box. The Bouquet of Roses mystery box had pink in it. Should I make a pink tree? Yeah, silver party foil too. Yes, and if you're purchasing at Cricut, make sure you get premium access because you get 20% off of materials. Somebody on Facebook is asking how to find the Grinch design in Design Space. Design Space does not have the Grinch design. Yeah, they're all the markers. You can use any other markers. You don't have to use the same ones I used. Yes, Kathy, you can grab the whole design. If you guys want the extra design, I'll add it to the projects. Because I made, let me find my projects. Let's go over here. I've already made it larger and I just didn't share it yet because I haven't cut it or anything. Okay, we're not saving this project. So I've already made it extra large and I made it as big as we possibly can with still using 12 by 12. Okay. We're going to force reload. There we go. So can you see it's much bigger? This is 100%. It's much bigger than the other one. So this part of the fireplace is 9 inches. So it's 9 inches high. So Charlie, if you need to make more stockings, you would, does this one have the names too? Yeah, it has the names down here, so you can change those. I showed you how at the beginning of the video. You could ungroup these, and if you're going to add names, you want to select these all together, and then you could make them smaller so you can add 20 names up here. But make sure you add the names when you shrink it down. So anytime you want to size something, you can click select all. Let me zoom out. And then size it, you know, all together. But I couldn't just size. I had to put this in 2 pieces. Let me change the color so you can see the score lines. Let's not do that color. There. And this one I don't think has any score lines. No. So when you have this, I had to make it 2 pieces, otherwise it would not fit on one piece of craft board or one 12 by 12 mat. You would have to glue this piece up to the score line to make it one big piece. Or you could do a 12 by 24 mat with cardstock that's 12 by 24. So with the extra large one, I made it so it can be pretty big. Okay. I'm reading your chat. Crystal, that's why I made the larger one. She says, yay, I want to make the larger one for myself to display on a shelf for Christmas. That's why I made it too, because I'm like, I really like this. I just love it. I think it's a pretty, just by, not a card, but just a pretty decoration. So I've ordered more, bigger lights too. I can show you the lights I've ordered. Let me get a link. I'm only guessing that they work. They're pumpkin and they have a timer. So I thought, there's the link in YouTube in the chat. It says lights with remote, timer, orange pumpkin lights, LED battery operated, Halloween decor, Halloween jack-o'-lantern. But I think they'll be great for the fire. I think. I'm going to test them out. So if you want to wait until I get them. Oh my gosh, Lynn Love. She says, I want to make one for my cuties for Christmas. Oh my goodness. They would love to sit around the fire. Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys. It's 9. It's been over an hour. I will let you guys go. It's 10 o'clock here. It's time for bed. It's time for Kobe to go outside and go potty. All right, guys. Love you. I will see you Saturday morning, and don't miss the giveaway. Did you guys see the giveaway? Did I show it? Let's go over here. We're going to go to what's happening. It's giveaway time. You have 2 weeks to enter. So the winner will get 1 mini easy press, 5 raglan t-shirts. You choose the sizes that you want. You will get 2 coaster sets. I don't know if they'll be one of each or the same. You will get 5 boxes of 4 sheets of infusible ink. You'll get 2 boxes of the 2 sheets of infusible ink. And there's 2 winners. So you have to watch Saturday morning video to learn how to enter. It will be easy. So you don't have to watch it live. Although live, there will be another giveaway for $25. And you'll learn who won the What I Learned melody, the hashtag What I Learned melody. I did not get the upgrade yet, but I have a beta form of the upgrade. So I will be using the new one, and I'll show you how you can use projects or images from one project and put them in another project. And if you have any questions on the new update, I will be happy to answer those too. All right, guys, I love you, and I'll see you Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, every Saturday, except for the ones right around Christmas, because I won't be here. I'll be where Alex is in Gatlinburg. Bye, guys.